everyone's excited. There's such a buzz, you know, with the carnival. It's the largest illuminated carnival in Europe. It can be seen from space, which is brilliant. That's what everyone's there for, to see it, to be part of it. Even if they're just watching, they're part of it.
People come from all over the world now to watch it. It's always been very, very popular.
And the quality of the craftsmanship is superb. What you see, it's a West End stage on a moving thing past your eyes, isn't it?
It's expanded so much now since then, and the whole of the floats and everything are just sensational now. But in the days when I saw it, they were just tractors, lovely tractors.
The Wells Carnival is the 6th of 7, and they start at Bridgewater, go over to Burnham-on-Sea, back down to North Petherton, over to Weston-super-Mare and Highbridge, back round to Shepton Mallet, into Wells, and finish up at Glastonbury. That's the last one of the circuit. And we've been going here in Wells, it's 127 years this year.
Wells over the years has had various routes around Wells as bits have been built on. You know, carnival lineups have been in various parts, but now since we've got a ring road that bypasses Wells, that makes it so much easier for today's carnival procession.
It's all changed a great deal, and the biggest concession, of course, is the health and safety of everything. That has changed immensely.
The floats have got much bigger, electric lights, are LEDs now, not light bulbs or candles like they were back in the day. Tractors are a lot bigger as well, pulling them, so everything has just grown beyond recognition, really, to what they used to be.
It's quite a big operation to get huge 100-foot carts round a town, especially a rural town like Wells, without, you know, getting stuck on corners. Wells has two 90-degree corners, so the skill of the drivers that take our carts round is pretty unique.
On Carnival Day itself, then we look to have anything from 80 to 100 people in, stewarding and road closures, things like that. There's fencing to put out, there's crowds tomorrow show and everything. So yeah, so we get the involvement from people like the Lions and Road Trip, and they go collecting for us as well. We get about 600 collectors out, hopefully, to go out and get the money. And guess at the end of the day, if we don't get it in, we haven't got it to spend next year.
We are the only carnivals that are voluntary funded. All the other ones in Europe and in Brazil, etc., and even in the Channel Islands are all government funded. Only these illuminated carnivals in the West Country are all voluntary funded.
Carnival, you see, has a space. All year, it's an all-round thing. You join a carnival club. It's not just a few weeks before Carnival, it is a 12-month thing.
And I'm watching the youngsters come out now. I've got two, I've got a grandson and a granddaughter in a club. My son is captain of a club, the Masqueraders, is one of the bigger ones. And I mean, they're out every night, going out the shed building and stuff like that. It's nice to see that. And they love it, they love it.
Carnival has a very important role in the economic and social aspect, particularly of the West Country, in generating, on average, over £100,000 to £150,000 a year through carnival collections throughout the county for good local causes, which would otherwise never be actually achieved without the magnificence of the illuminated carnivals, which attract thousands of people. Attendance at these carnivals actually approaches nearly 1 million visitors each year.
Wells and Glastonbury and those around, they started in the 1870s, 1880s, early 1900s, mainly to raise funds to build a local hospital or some other local thing like that. So I think that's particularly nice for the carnivals in this area. It meant that the people here actually had access to all sorts of healthcare and indeed other things. So the poor were catered for because of Carnival, if you like, in that respect. So I quite like that aspect.
And there was, indeed, a Mendip Hospital Carnival Club. I know, sadly, the Mendip Hospital, which was a mental hospital, no longer survives, but during its origins, it was actually very much involved with Wells Carnival.
We are getting more and more worldwide, which is good, because I think it's not about promoting the carnival, but promoting communities and the difference between our communities. You know, our community, say in Venice or wherever else they have it, and our community in Wales are actually very similar on the ground. We have the butcher and the baker and the candlestick maker all doing stuff for the local carnival. And so I think that's really good of bringing different cultures together and understanding people. What a good way to cross-fertilise thoughts across the world. Carnival can do that because it's creative, it's magical, it sort of blows your mind when you start to see it.